Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Jody Misiak. Today, we're going to do something totally different. I have done a lot of meditations that were guided, and I've shared them in different areas and things like that. And when I did my yoga teacher training, we learned a little bit more about meditation. And I started doing something that I haven't really done before because I found it challenging. And that is just to sit in the stillness. So like I said, I've created numerous guided meditations. So today I'm going to share with you how to put yourself into a meditation, even if you don't have a guided one handy. So this is great because the more you do this, the more you can meditate anywhere. And actually it was funny when I was doing my practice one morning, it was over spring break, and while I'm practicing my yoga, I had music playing, but then I turned it off right before getting into my meditation practice. And my kids were watching Hop because it was just before Easter as well. So then all of a sudden I hear like, I got candy, the song in Hop. Anyways, and I just kind of chuckled and it was like, okay, this is my life. Now let it go. And it's fun because I remember when I first started meditating, like years and years ago in my 20s, and like early 20s. And I remember trying to meditate, listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer and things like that. And then my grandma interrupted me because I was living with her at the time. And I got like so furious. And now I'm like, it's okay if something distracts our thought process or whatever it is. You know, a big truck goes by or things like that, because I was just, hearing beautiful stories from my teacher who practiced in India. And there is so much loud traffic there. So it's about going inward. So just because your life might be loud in the outer being, right? In your outer world, doesn't mean you can't go quietly inward. So today I want to share with you how to sit into your meditation practice. And this way you can take it with you anywhere. Now that doesn't mean you can't use guided meditations. I still use them, especially when my brain's very chattery, when there's a lot of chatter of the mind. And it's just really knowing what's going on. Like sometimes if I meditate in silence, there's quite a lot going on there. And I'm like, oh, anyways, so it's just about focusing. Anyways, so I'm going to walk you through it. So get comfortable. So so there's nothing going on in the background. Like this is, like I said, this is not a guided meditation either. You can continually use this wherever. You can listen to this over and over to get you there. I am going to walk you through it like it is in a class. So I'm not going to break it up and edit this part out. So whatever happens in the middle. Like if a plane goes overhead, you'll hear it. That's life, right? So I'm actually going to put the timer on like I would in my class to make sure we don't go over. We're going to meditate for 10 minutes. But first, I'm going to walk you into it, okay? So find your seat, whatever feels comfortable. Now, being mindful of your body, maybe laying down feels better for you today. Sitting in a comfortable chair, whatever feels good to you. I know when I was doing my yoga teacher training, one day I really just had to lay down. My neck really hurt. A lot of the time I sit up with a straight back, hands on my knees. But if cross-legged doesn't feel good, then pick a chair or whatever feels good. But know that that's where you're sitting for the next 10 minutes. So find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. So take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Slowly closing your eyes. Be still and start to go inward. Find a focal point. A really good focal point here is your breath. Concentrating on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Just focus on that. And if that isn't enough, one of the things I really love to do is when you inhale, just quietly to yourself go, let. And when you exhale, say go. And you can just continually think of that. And any thoughts that come up, just kind of see them and let them go. I'm just going to quietly let you be here now as you breathe in, let, and exhale, go. Slowly open your eyes. Now, how was that? Was it challenging? I was meditating along with you. For the most part, I was keeping an eye on the time a little bit. I'm going to be honest. But I was right there with you. Now, if something came up for you, this might be a good time to journal on it. If you had a really hard time with this, it's okay. Some days are better than others. The more you learn to just kind of slow down and look inward, and then just kind of let your brain kind of just quietly, drift, the easier it gets. But then again, like there are days, I know personally, where I'll just be thinking about the things I need to do after. And if that's where you are, or be like, why is Jody doing this in the middle of her podcast? It's okay. Having thoughts going on and things like that, it happens. And it's about figuring out how to get comfortable with that and letting those thoughts kind of just come in. It's not about fighting them either. Just letting them be there and then letting them go. Like, oh, you're there. That's happening. Okay, and release. Our brain is constantly thinking and so much going on, right? So this just gives you a chance to kind of slow it down and then being mindful of what's showing up for you. If you're always drifting away, like into your to-do list, or, oh my goodness, I have so much to do. Why am I sitting here in the silence right now? Breathe into that. And it's okay. The more I sit for 10 minutes, the faster those 10 minutes go. Isn't that incredible? So the more you do it, the faster that time goes, where you're like, oh, that was 10 minutes already. And it's just sitting in that stillness and being okay with the stillness. Today, in this world, I feel like there's not enough stillness. It's constantly go, 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 go. So if you did make it to the end, I applaud you and thank you for sticking it out for those beautiful 10 minutes of silence and stillness. Because in this world, just a little stillness can help us find better clarity, being more grounded in who we are, and just add more calmness to our being, right? Just we can get so anxious and stressed out from our days. So just sitting there and being with yourself for those precious 10 minutes is such a beautiful gift you can give yourself. So thanks again for sticking to it. I know it was a little different, a little weird. So if you stuck to it, thank you so much for being here and doing it. And I just thought, let me share a little something, a beautiful tool that I have taken away with me from my yoga teacher training. Because like I said, I've always done guided meditations. But the thing is, I can't always just throw in a meditation, especially if I don't have my phone on me or I don't have earplugs in so I can't listen. So even just sitting at the beach and doing this for 10 minutes, for me personally, if you're near a beach, I highly recommend it, because for me, the beach is beautiful because I don't have to focus on my own words like let and go or my breathing. I can focus on the waves going in and out. And I've done that before, and it's such a beautiful technique. So you can be out in nature. You can do all these things. You don't have to be at home. And that's why I love this beautiful simplicity of it all. Like I've said before, though, I'm not saying never listen to a guided meditation again, because I do use them still. I just find that this is a really beautiful thing that you can kind of keep in your back pocket, because you can, stuff comes up in our lives all over the place. And I actually remember when I was working in a warehouse in my 20s, I would just go to the washroom, sit on the toilet, not actually sit on the toilet, but sit. Anyways, I would just be and just take a quiet moment for myself. So this is something you can literally do anywhere. And like I said, the world can be loud around you, but when you quiet your own being, your own self, that's when you can really hear things. So people can meditate in the middle of India. I've seen videos. It was some beautiful videos I got to watch. in my yoga teacher training of different things, and it was just beautiful. But wow, there's a lot of people and a lot of noise. So if they can meditate in the busyness, I was like, why can't I meditate when, there's seaplanes flying overhead or the kids are watching a movie? And I may not have sang the lyrics right because I was thinking about that. And it might have been like, I want candy instead of I have candy. I don't remember. But anyways, that song in Hop. But anyways, so when our world is loud, it doesn't mean we have to be loud inside. We can just go inward and quiet our mind and really listen from within, because that's really where, the magic happens. Our intuition, gut instincts, that's a thing. Like Louise Hay always said too, is like to listen to your inner ding, right? Like to know when that's like, yes, I want to do that. If our world is loud and busy, we can't hear those things. So this is a wonderful tool and technique you can do anywhere, on a plane, in a car, not when you're driving it though, obviously, because you want to be aware of your surroundings, right? But it's in those moments that you can just sit in stillness. So I hope you can take this along with you and use this whenever you need a quiet moment in your life. Because I really do think that a lot of us need a little bit more of that in our lives, including myself. So I'm sending you so much love. Thank you again for being here and doing something a little different with me today. And I'm just so grateful for you being here and listening. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.